Hey everybody, 5thHorseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and just to keep you up to date with Jeb's records, we're at 472 science units. And oh, his memory of Kerbal Space Center is so vivid, isn't it? If only it was still here. Okay, what are we doing today? I think you remember. We're going to land on Bop and Paul. We're going to finish up with Jewel, basically. Once we land on Bop and land on Pole, we have no more reason to spend any time with these automated probes here. And in 3 hours, we've got a burn here to make. And it looks like aiming at the maneuver node is okay. I believe this burn is going to get us an encounter. Oh! Yes, this burn is going to get us our encounter. When we make this burn, we'll have the encounter there. So, let's go ahead and... we're out in the middle of nowhere, so there's nothing really exciting going on. Let's go ahead and speed up time here. It's a 27 meter per second burn, so it's got to be tiny. So we're going to go right to about maybe 2 or 3 seconds before. Five seems good. I do my best to make the exact burn. One nice thing about being out here in the middle of nowhere is the exact timing of the burn isn't all that important. You saw how the orbits flip. That means I actually have my encounter. So let's see now. Where is Bop? Is it actually there? It is. Oh, I see. That's not where the encounter's going to be. Okay. I can live with that. Gonna come around. We'll get an orbit going here. Might as well set it up now. 134 meters per second to get into orbit, and I could barely contain myself. There we go. We'll just do that, and then we'll figure out from there what we want to do. And it's 170 meters per second burn. It's going to take 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and aim at it here. See what we look like in relation to the sun. Looks like we do not have... that's just too close for my comfort. So we want to... I'm just aiming at Jewel a little bit, which aims us at the sun a little bit. And we're still close enough to Jewel that it would cause an eclipse. There would actually be an eclipse right now, except for our orbit is tilted. That's pretty cool. Jewel is below the ecliptic as far as we're concerned. Our own personal ecliptic. Which is very beneficial, because it would suck to not be able to to land because of that. Okay. And actually, we're going to be heading back to Eve before we do anything here. So it looks like we're doing these two things. Let's go ahead and restore the pole lander maneuver node. It's only a couple hours before we're heading back to Eve. And our Gilly landing, which went oh so swimmingly last episode. We are apparently 1,000,000 kilometers away from our probe here. There it is. Okay. Yeah, we can't aim it at the maneuver node yet. We've got to stay in the sun at least a little bit. So, same as before. It's about the same kind of a burn. It's up here somewhere. There it is. Close the alarm and unpause. Now we're going to get up to about 30 seconds away. Now we'll aim at the maneuver node. Aiming away from the sun, as it were. Which is going to cause our electric charge probably to go down, I'm guessing. But so far, so good. Oh, there, now it's going down. But we've used fuel on this guy, so this is not his first burn. We're just going to do it now, I think. Get the bulk of it done here. There we go. Boom. That magical thing there tells us that we now have an encounter with Paul in 8 days. See what it looks like. Looks decent enough. Let's go ahead and make that an actual orbit. Basically the same thing as with Bop. It's a very cheap burn. It's actually cheaper burn than with Bop by a significant amount. And we're good to go. Can we aim at this maneuver node and still be in the sun? Still be comfortably in the sun? The answer is no. So we're going to turn ourselves towards the sun. We'll deal with making sure we get energy later. Okay, well that's it for Jewel for the time being. This is going to be the small moon landing. We're going to land on 3 small moons this time. And we've also got, we're landing on Moho, which is pretty cool. Don't know if we'll get to that. Why did I do that? Let's jump to ship and restore a maneuver node. Okay, here we are. Where is that? Oh, that's Gilly. We're getting close to Gilly. Yeah, we've got our burn here. You know what? I think this maneuver node actually doesn't do anything. No, it does. Something tells me it doesn't actually do what I want. I think, though, what I want... Yeah, well, you know what? It kind of does. I think this is just... I don't remember. I was so mad when I left last episode. I think, though, that the idea is that this will get us close enough that we can then just burn at Gilly. And go ahead and give us our alarm. Close the alarm. I'm just going to do this burn. Because it doesn't really matter. All we're doing is getting our orbit close. Set Gilly as our target. Yeah. I think we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. And that is we're going to aim at Gilly. Yeah, it is our target, so where's our target indicator? It's over here. I couldn't see it, but I could see the anti-target indicator. And we're just going to burn so that our velocity heads towards it. This is like a rendezvous, basically. Of course, the amounts that we're going is... Oh, wait, no, that's not, because we need to be in target mode. Is it going to allow us to be in target mode? No, it's not. It doesn't understand target mode. So, yeah. We're going to be horribly inefficient here. There we go. Gilly encounter. Achieved. And then here, we are going to burn this way. Oops. Like, yeah. 165 meters per second. We have so much thrust. Let's go ahead and get ourselves aimed correctly. Now, like the Jewel probes, we need to worry about where we aim at the sun, but it's even more important for these guys because he's got 4 solar panels, and that's it. So, okay, we're heading to Gilly. Let's, yeah, we got nothing going on. Let's go ahead and just watch the show here. Probably take a screenshot here. Okay. We're now 15 minutes from our maneuver node. It's a 6-second burn. There's Gilly. Close the alarm and unpause. Don't really care about this all that much. And we have to have almost no velocity in order to get captured by Gilly. That is kind of crazy. It seems to be that our choice is escape or there we go. We are just on the edge. That is freaking hilarious. Yeah, we actually have to get a collision course with it. I think we're just gonna land. Might as well. Let's just pick a spot. It's in the sun. We'll land right there and call it done. It is only 5 hours away, and the next thing otherwise is two days away. So we're going to be doing this right now. Right here, which probably isn't going to be exactly where we are, but it's a 1 second burn, so we really don't have anything to worry about. Other than making sure we're aimed in at least roughly the right direction. Which is this way. And also making sure that that roughly the right direction has at least one solar panel in the sun. Which it does. Don't know exactly where the sun is. There's the ecliptic, though. There's the sun. Oh. Yeah, it could be better. Could be worse. What sucks is we're going to use almost no fuel from our actual thing. But let's speed up time a little bit. Make sure... Yeah, we're not losing any electric charge here. I am going to leave the... Whoa! Why did we rotate? That was odd. I didn't know the game could decide to do that to a ship. Thing is, Eve is so lumpy that I'm not convinced that our maneuver node should be off the ground. So, we keep going down. We're not losing power. Funny thing is, we might land on this engine. Although I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, it's interesting. My plans for Gilly, for a Gilly Kethane base, involve tethering the base to the surface with a docking port, so that I can just dock to it with a ship, like pretending it doesn't have it doesn't even have a gravity, because it basically doesn't. Yeah. Close the alarm and unpause. Okay, we're coming down. I seriously want to drop all this stuff. But, okay, we can't speed up, so let's go ahead and physics warp ourselves. We should probably have our surface view up here. We should also be in surface mode. Once we get to about 500 meters above the surface, I'm going to start worrying. We could probably crash into it, and the crashing of all this stuff into the surface would slow us down enough to not have to worry about it. But once we get to about 500 meters, parachute range, as I like to call it. Yep, there's our shadow. I'm gonna kill my velocity. Then I'm gonna eject this bottom core here. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I just realized I'm going to actually give us a little bit of upward velocity here. Because I just realized that we've got some problems here. Actually, you know what? We don't have any problems. The only problem is this thruster is here, because all these are actually still marked to go. So I am going to send them away. Funny thing is, that thing's probably going to be salvageable on the surface. Let's go ahead and get our gear up. Not a very flat area here. Yes, I am turning around and aiming downward. There is no need to wait this long. Look, I think that bounced. I think that hit the ground and bounced. It's totally coming back up. That is freaking hilarious. Yeah, so I'm gonna like basically I'm gonna bring a bunch of those pylons from Kerbal Attachment System, attach them around on the ground, and then attach the base to the ground with the pylons. Yeah, this is a terrible place to park. Let's go into chase mode here. Whoa. Okay, so we want to turn ourselves all the way around. I'm going to try landing in this area over here. Just to get away from that really super flat area. Or that not super flat area. Into a slightly more flattish area-ish. Maybe like right over here. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, this top of this ridge here looks pretty nice to me. Killing my horizontal velocity. Pretty much perfect. Now I'm gonna give another push downward. That was too much. That was too much for a ship that spins as slow as this, but I think we're fine. Oh yeah, the ballet. Just gonna touch down. I don't want to see. I don't want to be going too fast because I don't want to bounce off the surface. When this thing lands and actually sits down, I might jump over to the other thing and watch it tumble around. There we go. Technically landed. I'm going to hit F5 because I don't know exactly what will happen when I do this. This thing is still bouncing around. It's just coming to a very slow landing. Okay, it's just gonna slide for a little while. Okay. Let's go ahead and head back to our regular ship. Okay, we're on the surface of Eve. Or Gilly, I'm sorry. Observe the mystery goo. How much does Gilly give us? 27 sciences. Of course, I want to transmit the data. Now let's watch this. We run out of electric charge. 5.4. 5.2. That's 10.6. 3.8 is 14.6. 14.4. I got 14.4 science for it. When it said we would get, what was it, 27 or 17? Yeah, so there's definitely something wrong with the way diminishing returns is calculated. Let's observe the materials bay. 40 science. Well, we won't get anywhere near that, but let's go ahead and transmit it. My ship has actually left the surface just on its own. I could actually take off. That is freaking hilarious. Just a random bump caused my ship to leave the surface. And because of that, though, I couldn't speed up time. There we go. 100%! 14 sciences. Okay. We are done with Gilly. Let's look here what we got next. Moho 2. Let's jump to that ship. Oh, look at this guy. I wish I had this many solar panels on the other ships. But when I built them, I didn't know I would need it. We are Moho Sphere of Influence is coming. A mere day away. The thing is, we had a maneuver here, and now we've got our conics that we want. Yeah, the way the maneuver node thing. Oh yeah, I remember this one. We have that awesome encounter. Sadly, it's going to be in the dark, but we have far more batteries than we need. So we're just going to get a really tight orbit here. Or actually, no, we're not going to do a really tight orbit. We are going to take a reading. Because we do not have 2933 delta V. We have 724. So we are just going to skim the surface here. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to hit F5 to save. Then I'm going to burn towards the sun. I'm going to try to get my periapsis here, my 10,000 periapsis, on the other side of this guy. We're going to burn towards the sun. That way we're on the sunny side. Who wants to be on the dark side? That's boring. We're never going to use this fuel again. We might as well get something out of it, right? trying to recapture that magical, like, I want 10, and then it hits 10, but it's not going to work. I'll just take whatever I get here. 14, that works for me. And it's probably above the surface. It's very, very likely to be above the surface. What I'm going to do here is we're just going to get in the sphere of influence here. Did it do what I think it did? Where's our ship? Yeah, we're not in the sphere of influence yet. Okay. Oh, I see. We're actually quite a ways from the sphere of influence. Because we're just slowly catching up to it. Did that screw up our periapsis? Yes, a bit. But we can burn towards the center now and get that closer. Jeb is not satisfied with 46,000 meters. He wants 10. There we go. That's all Jeb wants, is a super duper close encounter. Okay. And I believe, let me test it again here. 2 is what gives us our science readings. Yes. We are going to say reset and reset, because we don't want to actually take these experiments. That was a test. What we want to do is... we don't care about this. We're going to add a periapsis alarm. 1 minute before is just fine. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We are going to... 1 second. 5 seconds before is fine. 38 minutes and 12 seconds away. We're going to hit F2. Free mode. There we go. Whoa! Okay, we're going to hit 2. We're also going to hit F2. Delete this on close. And boom, we have taken our experiments. Transmit 40 science. And transmit 24 science. Oops. Transmit. In space near Moho. That's the best we can do. Bye-bye, Moho. We were so busy getting the science, we didn't get a chance to watch you very closely, but that's what happens when you pass something at 1 billion meters per second. And that's it. Moho, off the list. We've got our science. We don't care anymore about you. So, yeah, we can't do anything about this alarm because it's going to just get put on there automatically anyway. So tell you what, let's go ahead and ride you out of the system, and then we'll head back to Jewel. Okay, let's head back to Jewel, Bop and Paul, and then we're cruising here. Jump to ship. Okay, Boplander. What are we doing? We have a maneuver node here. Somewhere. Let's restore that maneuver node. It's way over here? We got a whole orbit before we get to this maneuver node? Or is it over here and then it's just showing that? I don't know. Yeah, it's once we get in the sphere of influence, so we don't really care up until that point. So let's just crank up time here. Okay, we are in the sphere of influence and we never got an alarm, so there's still something going on with that because I've upgraded. There's Bop. We are not traveling very fast. Let's aim at the maneuver node here. See what it looks like on the old map. Make sure we're not going to crash. We are not, but this maneuver node is terrible. Let's just get rid of it. Let's add another one. I think we should just... We got 4 hours. Let's see, we got 2 days before the pole lander. So I think we should just come down for a landing. What you say? Right like nya. That works for me. Okay. I don't think we have to worry about our electric charge. But just in case we do, I'm going to not go into full view mode. Whoa, we do have to worry about electric charge. We need to face the sun. There we go. Now, it's like we are going to eclipse here, which could be problematic. Let's go ahead and turn off SAS. Just remember to turn it back on again. Okay, there goes the sun. There goes the sun. Do 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 do. Yeah, we'll be fine. Electric charge. Actually, the sun might come out on the other side before we need to do our burn, even. Okay, where's our alarm? Oh, 1 second away. Close the alarm and unpause. We'll go ahead and aim at the maneuver node, even though that takes us out of the sun for the time being. And we'll just go down to about 10 seconds before. Watching our electric charge. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watching too many things. Not a big deal. There we go. We're just going to come in shallow here. Go ahead and kill this. Come in shallow right around here. What is it going to take to kill everything? It's going to take 227. It's going to take a 6-second burn, which in the vast scheme of things is minuscule. However, it is no reason to not hit F5. So we're going to do that. We are going to check our ship. We should be in the sun because we're got to be facing kind of upward. So now we can watch the show and actually enjoy ourselves. Might as well. Oh. Whoa, that was kind of crazy. Weird visual effects there. This is a little scary here.